Oh, Super Rugby round 1 coming up, guys. Can't wait. You can see in the background in New Zealand, I'm in the countryside today, so it's a beautiful day here and some beautiful scenery. So, bit of a change of scenery, guys. But round 1 coming up. Wow, boy oh boy. We're finishing up the summer sports season, tennis, cricket, whatever you follow in summer. 1 week away and we're into rugby again. Can't wait, eh? In this video, I'm going to be covering 2 main areas. Obviously, I'll give you my Super Rugby predictions, and then at the end I'll give you a summary of the scores I'm predicting for round 1 of Super Rugby. So we look at the game 1, so the Crusaders versus Hurricanes on the 14th of February in Christchurch. For that one, look, it's going to be a hell of a battle, isn't it? Couple of talking points there. I just think, will James O'Connor be starting at first 5 for the Crusaders? Let me know your thoughts on that. Hurricanes, young developing side. They made it to the finals last year but knocked out in the finals, so they'll want to do a bit better this year. But I just think that the key for me though is you look at that Crusaders franchise and the success they've had in previous years, obviously under Razor, hell of a coach, but you know that franchise is a very high performing franchise. You know, they're doing better already this year with less injuries. You know, they were injury riddled last year, and obviously you had a lot of young players in that Crusaders side last year. So I just think, you know, the Crusaders back to full strength. The season they had last year, absolute disaster. I think they're going to be hungry. I think they're going to be at least probably make it to the finals anyway. And so anyway, that first game, I'm predicting the Crusaders to win it quite comfortably, 31-21 to the Crusaders. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button, like it, share it with your friends, show some support for the channel as we grow this community. Game 2, Waratahs versus Highlanders in Sydney. Another interesting matchup. I think you've got a developing young side in the Highlanders. Jamie Joseph at the helm. He's a hell of a coach, so I'm sure he would have trained the house down, and they'll be in good physical condition. It's still quite a young developing Highlanders side though. Conversely, you look at the Waratahs, jeepers, the firepower I saw in that squad. You know, a number of good players they've got from the Melbourne Rebels, the $1 million man Joseph Suali'i, some real firepower in that Waratahs side. So especially home game, I just think they're going to want to make a statement and go, you know what, doesn't matter what the Waratahs have done in previous years, this is a new Waratahs team. I'm predicting that one 27 points to 7 to the Waratahs. So a pretty big statement win there, and back to the drawing board for Jamie Joseph. Game 3, the Fijian Drua versus the Brumbies in Suva, Fiji. Look, I think that'll be a hell of a battle. You look at the squads. I think firstly you look at the Drua. There's not a lot of big player names you recognise there, but one thing you know about the Drua is you know what's coming. You know, they're big men, ridiculous athletes, aren't they? Speed to burn, you know, and the ball skills they have, they can slip one tackle and then all of a sudden, you know, an offload and it's a try from inside the goal line, you know, 100-metre try. So yeah, they're a phenomenal attacking side. They don't always kick a lot, do they, guys? But you know that you're going to have to defend from minute 1 to 80 and defend well to beat the Drua. You look at the Brumbies. Look, I did quite like that Brumbies squad that I saw. Certainly a lot of firepower up front, and then, you know, the likes of Noah Lolosio at first 5. Yeah, he had a good season last year. He's an experienced campaigner now, and look, he'll want to do well this year. So, and then obviously Tom Wright, yeah, some real firepower in that back 3. So I think that they'll be a good squad. But for me, this prediction here, I just feel like the game won't be decided on the squads. It'll be decided on the conditions of the match. Now, playing at Suva in February this year, summer, hot, humid conditions, that's going to be a tough ask for the Brumbies. I just think that's going to be too tough a ask for them. So prediction there, 27-15 to the Drua. We then move to the next game, potentially revenge time. The Blues versus the Chiefs in Auckland, Eden Park. The matchup of the final from last year, so a hell of a battle ahead. Look, both sides are probably going to be similar squads to last year. Beauden Barrett coming back for the Blues. Will he start at first 5? I imagine he probably will. His experience that they'd want there. The Chiefs, look, they'll be there and thereabouts. Damien McKenzie running the helm. He'll want a good season at first 5 there. Both of them would have trained the house down. There'll be some brutal physicality in the forwards there. From me, I don't think there'll be a lot in this game at Eden Park, but I just think the Chiefs are going to want revenge, so I'm predicting the Chiefs to win that 30 points to 23, so a close game there. The final one from me is the Force versus Moana Pasifika in Perth. So obviously the Moana Pasifika side with Artie Severe as captain, it's going to be a tough ask for them going all the way to Perth. But conversely, you look at the Perth side, they're a young developing side. I think they were the weaker of the Australian squads from what I saw. So yeah, it'll be interesting there. But from me, I just think that game in Perth will be too tough for Moana Pasifika. You know, hot conditions, and Perth, what is it, a 6 or 9 hour flight from New Zealand, completely different time zone in Western Australia. Tough ask, the conditions for Moana Pasifika, I think there. So good win to the Force, 35-25 I'm predicting there. Guys, let me know your thoughts on my predictions. Let me know your thoughts on these first up games and how exciting is this, guys? Summary of my predictions. So round 1, Crusaders to win it 31-21 against the Hurricanes. The Waratahs to win game 2, 27 points to 7 against the Highlanders. Game 3, the Drua to beat the Brumbies, 27 points to 15. The Chiefs to win 30 points to 23 against the Blues at Eden Park. And then finally, the Western Force beat the Moana Pasifika side. Guys, a bit of a different type of video, different background here today. But yeah, look, it's beautiful scenery, isn't it, as you can see. And guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, if you're getting really excited for Super Rugby, please support the channel, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share it with your friends, help grow this community. And I can't wait for an awesome Super Rugby season ahead. Cheers.